Even though the listening section is simple, why do students still face an issue here? Ever wondered? Hi, this is Kritika Krishna. Welcome back to Leverage IELTS, brought to you by Leverage Edu, your trusted study abroad expert. The answer is easy. Although the listening module may appear simple, many students are unaware of the most efficient strategies which help them crack this part accurately. I'm going to tell you some effective techniques so that you can ace the listening module. Let's go. First, understand the format of the listening part. Trust me, you don't want to go for such an important test without knowing the format and timing and how they score you, right? This is necessary to ensure that you do your preparation accordingly. My second tip is to utilize the time given before the recordings are played. So 4 recordings are included in the listening exam, and you will be given 30 seconds before listening to each of them to read the questions. Make good use of your time. Don't waste this. Pre-listening time is extremely crucial as it gives you the opportunity to understand the questions and be ready to listen to the same information in the audio. I cannot stress this enough. It may not seem like much time, but it is plenty to complete the necessary preparation work that will allow you to successfully finish the questions. My next step would be question analysis. When analyzing the questions, 3 key points must be considered. A. Which section of the test are they in? This is to understand how many speakers will be there in the recording. B. What type of questions are they? You must be able to quickly recognize the sort of questions you'll be asked. C. What sort of information do you need to listen for? Focus on the questioning words like what, why, how, etc. And voila! Answering these questions in your head will surely give you valuable clues to understanding the audio recording and identifying the correct answers. My next tip is related to this, and that is prediction. I know that the question and IELTS listening are something you will come across the first time. So if you predict or anticipate what type of word can fit as your answer, it becomes easy for you to follow the audio. For example, in this sentence, we know that in the audio we have to listen for a time frame. Let's say it could be 2 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. How do I know this? Well, because of the preposition at. So I know that that's the kind of answer I have to listen for. Following instructions is another tip for today. This simply would be a huge blunder on your end if you don't. The tip is to always first, before going to the questions, read the instructions. If they tell you to write the answer in one word and or a number, you just cannot exceed that. I know so many students who scored less because of this. So make sure you don't commit this mistake. My next point is to closely follow the signposting language. Signposting language is a word and phrases people use to guide the listener through what is being said. Words such as now, right, then, today, to begin with, well, all these phrases will help you better follow the conversation and not get lost while the audio is playing. Understand question-specific vocabulary. In IELTS listening, one of the question types is map or plan labeling. So for this question, you will need an understanding of direction and navigation and prepositions. So identify these and practice accordingly. Let's move on to the next tip, shall we? Try to identify keywords, and let me tell you guys, this is so important. Basically, this method is to find the keywords or phrases in the question. Why? Because the answers will almost likely be synonyms or paraphrases of these. Let me show this method with a sample hotel question that needs you to match information. Step 1. Underline the keywords in the question. Example, rural area, only opened recently, business functions. Step 2, quickly think of some possible synonyms and related words to listen out for in the audio. Here are some that immediately come to my mind. Rural area, country or countryside, opened recently, new, refurbished. Business functions, events, conferences, meetings. Spending 30 seconds doing this will focus your mind on some key vocabulary to listen out for. Now, here's an extract from the recording for this question. See the words here: refurbished, meetings, conferences, and corporate events. So this technique will surely ease your way to finding the answers. Not only finding the right answer, but writing it down correctly is another vital tip to remember. You cannot have spelling errors or typos in case of computer-delivered test. On top of this, even singular and plural words have to be kept in mind. So, let's say your answer is strategies and you write strategy. Then you'll get a 0 for it. Sometimes because of the accent or the place of the speaker, we're not able to grasp whether they said a singular or a plural word. So my tip is, when doing fill in the blank questions, always check from the context of your sentence what should fit and then write accordingly. Now, my last tip would be to address your mistakes. Practice, practice, practice is something you will often hear. Of course, this is correct, but use caution. Completing practice test after practice test will not necessarily improve your band score. Take the time to examine your findings, identify the common errors you make. See, all these are not that tough. Only if you guys study with full concentration. So let's meet in my next video, where I'll give you more and more easy breezy tips through which you will score your best. Till then, stay tuned for more content and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to make sure you're notified of all upcoming videos.